Right now, we know property assessments in Knox County are top of mind for many of you.
Boy, are they ever. Viewer Diane Murphy, she reached out to us writing, "I know I am not alone in being very concerned about the huge increases in property assessments in Knox County." So tonight, we look at the process and just how much it will cost you.
Appraisal and assessment are two words we're going to hear a lot. Appraisal is the market value of your home. Here's how the county determines the assessment. It's a simple formula.
That's right. Here's the math. Homeowners take appraised value and multiply it by 25%. That determines the tax you pay. So here's an example of this. For a home appraised at $300,000, multiply that by 25%, and it gives you an assessed value of $75,000.
And at the current Knox County tax rate of $2.12 for every $100 of assessed value, the county tax bill for that $300,000 home is about $1,600 a year.
Now, across the county, 180,000 homes received reassessments. On average, the assessed value rose almost 40%. If your assessment hit that 40% mark, your property taxes will stay about the same. If it's lower than 40%, you'll pay less. If it's higher, you'll pay more.
One important note, Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs keeps stressing this isn't a hidden tax increase. Why? Well, because the overall amount of money collected by the county is supposed to stay the same year over year. For instance, the county collected $277 million in property taxes last year. It should collect almost that same amount this year. How? Again, because some property owners will pay more, some less, and some the same, which should balance out the total taxes collected.
And I know there's sticker shock out there, but it's not a tax increase for the county. The county cannot make money on it. The city cannot either.
And if you think the assessors made a mistake, you can appeal it by phone, email, or in person, but you must bring evidence to support your claim.
Now, one thing to keep in mind, commercial property is assessed differently than residential property. A commercial assessment is calculated at 40%, so business owners will be paying more.
And reporter Mary Klingler sat down with a Knox County tax assessor to look at the increased taxes facing some businesses.
Right now, the county assessor says the certified tax rate is not final until May. He estimates you will pay about 70% of your current property tax value.
This market has been going on for 2.5 years.
You're going to pay more or less depending on your new property assessment.
It's the sales in the area that dictates what the values are.
We honed in on 2 commercial properties and calculated their estimated property tax, one in Market Square and one in Fountain City. Preservation Pub's property tax, based on an estimated certified tax rate, would go from about $3,900 to more than $6,000 a year. For the downtown spot, it's about a 54% increase.
Expecting it would go up for the simple reason it hasn't went up in several years.
Linda Fisher owns Fisher Tire on North Broadway in the Fountain City area, where the estimated property tax increase nearly doubled.
It was shocking that it went up, almost doubled.
Last year, based on the property assessment, she paid about $745 in property tax. This year, based on her new assessment, she will pay an estimated $690 more, a 93% increase.
Everything's going up now, so.
And that's tough on a lot of local businesses already trying to keep up with inflation and shortages.
Prices have been ridiculous. Everything goes up and we're having trouble.
Why more in the Fountain City area than Market Square? The county property tax assessor says that's happening because more properties are being sold in the Fountain City area.
Before, we may have had 100 sales for our whole Fountain City area. This time, we may have 1,000 sales.
Reporting in Knoxville, I'm Mary Klingler.
Now, the tax assessor says he does expect city leaders will push to increase the property tax, a move we haven't seen in years, and they can't legally do so, though, until the certified tax rate is set in May. Knoxville Mayor India Kincannon is set to give her budget address coming up on Friday.